My name's Harriet and I will be guiding you today in this Basics Plus class at the I Am Yogi studio. Today we're going to be looking at our peak pose is Bird of Paradise, which is a good pose in terms of stretching through the hips but also balancing, and we'll be practicing our bind. Take it where you're at the moment and feel free to continue to practice the class, and you may well find that the bind comes in time rather than straight away. When you're ready, just come to lie on your back. Lying on your back with your feet on the floor and the knees lifted. Starting here by just allowing yourself to center before we do any movement. So perhaps your eyes closed will help, and you breathing in and you're breathing out, feel free to use your mouth or your nose, whatever allows you just to bring yourself into the present moment a little bit more. What allows you to arrive into your body, onto the floor. Just giving you that time to be still. Feel your back breathing as you breathe. So notice any changes through the back of the hips, the back of your lower back, the back of the shoulders, the back of the neck, experiencing the back as it breathes. Doing the same now with your front. Feel the front of your lower belly. Feel the belly. The bottom of the rib cage, the base of your ribs. Moving up into the upper parts of the chest. Feel the front, your sternum lifts, your heart lifts as you breathe in. How the front of your chest, your upper chest and shoulders gently move from the inhale to the exhale. And then take a full breath three-dimensionally, so your back breathes, your front breathes, and now the side body breathes as well, just feeling yourself swell in all directions. And when you feel you've reached the maximum of that inhale, let it go from the mouth. Last one here. And with that last exhalation, welcome the knees into the chest. Begin to bring the knees towards your armpits. Lift your feet, taking your happy baby. You could hold your toes, the edges of your feet or your ankles, but you're flexing the toes back towards you and pushing the heels up to the ceiling. If you want a little rock here, feel free. If you're enjoying being still, stay there. Respond to your own needs and what your body would like. Release the right leg and just straighten it down the mat now. And as you push your right heel away, you draw the left knee in closer to the left armpit. Releasing your left foot, you're going to guide the left knee over to your right with your right hand, coming into your twist. Extend your left arm here and look over the left shoulder, really extending, feeling that twist. Before rolling onto your back. Once again, Both knees into the armpits, happy baby. And then the left leg will extend. Keeping the right knee into your armpit. Stretch your left leg away as you draw the right one in closer into that armpit before bringing the right leg over to your left side of the body, right arm extending now in your twist. Take a moment here, really extending arm away from you, leg away from you. And coming back onto your back. Both knees hugging in now. Hold the back of the thighs. Engage your core and begin to prepare for us to rock back and forth, but go slow. So move with your breath, inhaling as you rock back and exhaling as you rock forward. Take your time. Next time you come up, hold it, taking your boat pose. We're going to gently bring the feet to the floor, take them out wide, yeah? So the toes are out and the heels are in. Lift up in the chest, hugging yourself in, using your hands around the knees. We're going to slide our left leg into the inside of the left arm into the inside of the left leg. Lift your right arm here, opening. And come back into center, your palms meet. Slide the right arm down the inside, open the arms, look over the left arm. And back into center. Once again, having a go here, you could, as an option now, try threading the left arm under or bringing that right arm to your lower back, lifting your chest and coming back to center. Again, choosing either the first option or threading the arm under and taking the left arm all the way behind you. Lift your left shoulder high, breathe in. Come back into center, hands meet. A little challenge here if you want to try is to rock up into your yogi squat. You might find you need to pad up a little bit until you can get there, that's normal. From here, draw the hands down, lift the chest up. Remember, your heels might be lifted. Power up through the legs. Begin to prepare to come to a standing position. So you want to be nice and strong through the legs, through the thighs. Release the hands. We're going to maintain this open leg, feet position, breathing in, lift arms. And breathing out, slowly coming down, maybe all the way back into your yogi squat. Again, power up through the legs. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out to yogi squat. Last one. Breathing in as you rise. Breathing out, yogi squat. And now seeing if you want to open your twist, left arm down to the inside of left leg, or if you want to bring that right hand around. It may even wrap so far around the waist, you can hook your fingers under your left thigh, drawing right shoulder higher, and back to center. Other side, arms open or binding behind you. Breathe. And back into center. This time, hands to the floor. Lift your bum up to the air. Just a little bit of softness in the knees to allow your head, your spine to relax. Hang here. A little bit of sway side to side in the hips. And slow it down. Keep your left hand on the floor now. Bend the left knee and lift your right arm up. Take it back down. Change sides. Right hand down, right knee bends, left arm lifts. Left hand comes down. Planting hands into the floor As we make our way back, walk your feet until you're in a downward dog. Spread fingers, spread toes. Lift hips high. Roll forward into your plank. Bring your knees to the floor. Lift your feet, hanging cobra. The pelvis comes down. The chest lifts, the shoulders come back. Breathing in, breathing out, downward dog. And again, rock it out forward from plank. Your knees will lower and hang cobra. Downward dog. Last one, go at your own pace. If you want to take a child's pose for a moment, feel free. Before moving up into downward dog. Taking the left leg up behind you to three-legged dog. Take a split dog, lift the left hip higher, draw the right heel down towards the floor. Reach up with the left knee. Look behind left wrist, bring the left foot there. High lunge, lift arms. Warrior three, hands come at the heart. You lean forward and take off. Right leg lifts, hold. And right toes come back down, high lunge. Lizard pose, hands in the inside of the left foot. Walk your left foot out a little bit wider, hold it there. Breathe. Inhale, push into your arms. Exhale, bend the elbows. Two more. Inhale, push up. Exhale, bend the elbows. One more. Keep the elbows bent, take an extra breath. Come up onto the hands. Rolling your right heel to the floor. Lift your right arm up, side angle pose. Right arm to the ceiling. Right arm extends overhead. Right hand to the floor. Back onto the ball of right foot. And step it back. Downward dog. Roll it forward, plank. Knees come down, hanging cobra. Downward dog. Two more, roll it forward. Hanging cobra, take your time, don't rush this. Feel the stretch through the front body. Back to downward dog. Last one. Bring feet closer together in downward dog. Heels sink down, tailbone lifts. Right leg lifts, split dog. Really reach that knee nice and high and feel the hip opening. Look behind right wrist. Take the right foot, place it there. Come up to high lunge, take your time. Move with your breath. Inhale, feel the rise. Exhale, feel yourself sinking deeper. Keep arms reaching, back heel pushing back. Hands meet at heart, lunge forward and lift the back leg. Go slowly, warrior three. And taking the back toes down, high lunge, lizard pose. Heel toe the right foot out so your hands are inside your right foot. Really feel that nice stretch through the legs. So you imagine that left leg is being drawn back, that right knee is being drawn forward, you stretch at the hips. Breathe in, push into your shoulders. Breathe out, dip down. 2 more. Hold it. Next time you exhale, take an extra breath with elbows bent. Rise back up, roll onto the left heel. Left arm lifting, side angle pose. Take the arm overhead, another breath there. Left hand down to the floor, onto the ball of the left foot. Here, hop, malasana, squat at the front of your mat, hold it there and breathe. Hands to the floor, lift the hips high. Bring the feet now a little bit more parallel, but they can still be wide. Left hand to the in front of the left foot. As you bend your left knee, you lift the right arm. This time, turn the right palm behind you and bring it round your waist. Maybe you're holding onto the inside of your left thigh. You may well bring your left arm under your left thigh and wrap it round under. And at that point, you may want to bring your hands together in your bind. This is now the prep stage for our bird of paradise. Breathing here, getting used to that position. Release the hands, bring them back to the floor. Right knee bends, right hand comes down slowly, slowly. Open the left shoulder, wrap it around you. If you want to bring the right arm under the thigh, you could. Now, if the hands just feel very far away, you might hold your strap in that top hand, hang it down and hold the strap with the bottom. That's an option for you. Breathe here, lift left shoulder higher, right shoulder down. Looking to the floor, releasing that. Little jiggle out with the knees if it feels like it needs it. And we'll slowly bring our way up to stand. You might find your legs want a little kick out. Whatever feels nice for a moment. Moving it out, taking a drink if you need one, that sort of thing, before we give it a go, all right? Center, take full breaths. Breathing in when your arms rise, feeling energy lift. Breathing out when you come down into a forward fold. Flattening your back as you breathe in. Forward folding as you breathe out. We're stepping back now with our right leg. We're bringing the hands to the inside of the left foot as we did before. Lizard pose. Bring your right heel down to the floor. And now at this point, bending the elbows like we did before, we're sinking in deeper. And at this point, you may want to bring left arm under left thigh, right arm wraps round over the top. If it's feeling too strong, try bird of paradise with your left elbow on your left thigh. Hands meet at prayer. Maintain whichever connection you have with your thigh. Arms push into thigh, thigh pushes back into arm. We're going to step our right foot to be next to our left. You might want to bend the right knee to give you a bit of bounce. Just like we were before when we were in our forward fold bind. Look at one point on the floor and go very slowly, come onto your left toe, find your balance. Your balance is now shifting all into your right leg. If you feel okay, you could practice lifting the left foot a little bit and maybe coming up to stand. Be patient with yourself. Take your time. Working towards being able to open your chest nice and high, shoulders facing forward, and maybe you want to play with extending the left leg, straightening it out. Again, just take it where you're at the moment. Breathing fully. Whenever you want to come down, coming down, take your time, it's normal to wobble. We're back in our bind. Can you step back into your side angle first before we let it go? Hands come onto the floor, onto the ball of the back foot, lovely. Frame the foot, downward dog. Nicely done. Plank, hanging cobra, just like we've been doing. And downward dog. We're going to take a few breaths for a moment. So if you would rather child's pose here, then do that. Let the heart rate calm. Before returning to downward dog. So we're going to try Bird of Paradise on the other side. Let's bring the feet to the hands. And let's rise up, palms spread, lifting your body, opening to the skies. Hands come down as you exhale. And when you inhale, they rise again. You forward fold when you exhale. And you flatten the back when you inhale. Exhaling, the left foot back. Starting lizard, heel toe the right foot out. Rolling onto the left edge of your foot now. Really bending the elbows as comfortably as you can sink down and bring that right arm under your right thigh. Taking the left arm over and wrapping around to come into your bind. Looking at the floor and preparing for your step. You might want a little bend in that back knee and you step your left foot in to be with your right. And you power up through the left leg. Maybe you start on your right tiptoe until you feel that stability. Coming up at your own pace. Keeping your focus on one point and thinking about opening your chest, maybe lifting the leg. Just take it where you're at in this moment in time. Come down whenever you need to, with control. Stepping back into side angle. Before bringing hands to the floor in your lizard, and from lizard, downward dog. Move it forward into your plank. And knees come down. Let's take our last hanging cobra, but let's hold it for a few breaths. Really feeling energetic through the back body, through the glutes, drawing up through the front body, shoulders back, head lifts. Breathe in and breathe out. We'll rock back, child's pose. If you want to rest the arms, bring them behind you. Let your chest sink down toward the floor. Begin to welcome a calmer breath and a deeper breath that can reach that back body down to the sacrum, the tailbone, the back of the pelvis. Welcome the breath into the front body. Feel your belly swell between the legs. Slowly bring yourself up. Take the legs out from under you. Bring the legs straight out in front. Draw in through the belly, squeeze the thighs toward one another. We've done lots of nice opening through the legs. Let's now draw in towards the center, same with your core. Engaging, think about drawing everything back in. Breathing here. The left leg coming in and crossing over the right. You could stay here with your twist, or if you're comfortable to wrap the bottom leg under, then taking that option and stacking the knees. Uncrossing the legs, whichever position you've chosen, and take the other way. The right leg coming in, push it into the floor, twisting to your right, or wrap the legs under and taking your cow face, whichever you prefer. Really think about drawing your legs in towards the center, so as they cross over one another, one draws towards the other. Uncrossing the legs now. Give a little jiggle out. Maintain this feeling of squeezing the thighs together, engaging the core. Keep that feeling, lift up into boat. Keep squeezing the legs together. Your options here, you could let the hands go, you could extend your legs, you could hold your big toes and lift them up, or perhaps you hold the back of the thighs. It really depends just how you're feeling, strength-wise, energy-wise. Keep the shoulders relaxed, breathe. Keep controlled, feet to the floor. Keep your core drawing into center as you release down. Come to roll onto your back, lying flat on your back. Bring the feet hip width apart. Push into your feet and begin to lift the pelvis off the floor. Bridge pose. Keep the toes to the ground, push the heels into the floor and feel the pelvis rising. And roll your spine back down to the floor. Take a moment as you feel everything settle back, just feel the hips heavy on the ground. Trying it again when you're ready, push from the feet, pelvis rising. If at this point you'd like to tuck shoulders under and find a bind behind you, feel free. Finding lift all the way up to your chest, relax your jaw, relax your face. Maybe you even want to close the eyes here, we'll take a few breaths. Releasing the hands, letting your spine come down slowly and feeling as the spine reaches the floor, as the pelvis touches the ground. Just take a moment, feeling that weight. Bring your arms overhead. Maybe you want to hold on to opposite elbows. And let the knees rock over to your left. And feel like you point the knees down. Meanwhile, turning your head towards the right. Feel like you stretch your left elbow higher and you're feeling a nice long twist in your body. take it over now the other way. Knees come to the other side. This nice lazy twist though. The knees point down, the elbows above your head reach higher. It's a very elongated feeling through your body. Your breath is beginning to slow and your body beginning to calm. Finding your way back into center now, taking any movements you feel like you need to make before you can relax into your Shavasana. Taking a resting position that feels appropriate for your body. That could mean padding up underneath the head or knees. Might mean adding some layers on. Listen to your body and make yourself comfortable. As we spend our last few moments of class being quiet, being still, being peaceful. Begin to notice once again how your back breathes. Feel how the back changes shape along the mat, moving, evolving, growing and reducing. Lots of little movements happening. And then feel the same again through the front body. Feel it breathe. Feel it expand and draw back in as you exhale. Feel the sides of your body as they grow, not just through the rib cage, also the sides of your hips, the limbs, how they move, they stir, and how they stir back in as you exhale. The whole body breathes. Experience this for another full breath, all of your body, every digit, every limb. And when you're feeling ready to begin to introduce movement and come out of Shavasana, feel free to guide your way out. At your own pace, in your own time, and in a way that feels pleasing for you, for your body. If a stretch or a hug of the knees is feeling nice, or a little twist again, just have a little play, feel your way out. Lying on one side in your fetal position when you feel ready to. Knowing that you can return to your bird of paradise whenever you want to, and that every day is different, every side of our body is different, every single breath is different and new. Come back to seated. Let the hands meet at your heart, centering here as you breathe in, lifting up in the spine. And when you breathe out, gently bowing in recognition, honoring our practice together. Namaste.